Welcome to How to Castle Doctrine, Part 2, an introduction to some basic complicated electronics. In this video, I'll be going over the construction and operation of a combination lock, where I show you how to build a simple 3-button combination lock and give you the basic understanding to make as big and annoying one as you want. Keep in mind though, when building combination locks, they are very vulnerable to saws and just being cut into and someone looking at it and knowing your combination. So with that in mind, let's look at this diagram of a combination lock I've laid out here. So combination locks have a few basic parts. You start with a power source, then you've got some buttons. They should usually be sticking buttons. I've used these toggle switches so that I can demonstrate it faster and easier, but remember, sticking switches are usually what you want. And then, so the power source feeds power through all the buttons, but also a line of power through the voltage triggered and inverted switches that goes to whatever your combination lock is using as a locked door. These powered trapdoors are pretty great, as you know, if you break the combination lock, you can't get past them. Whereas if you use a powered door and you just pour water on this power source, the powered door will open. Alright, so how does this work? For every button that is connected to a voltage inverted switch, if that button is pressed, the powered trapdoor will not close because power cannot go through. Because all of these, every voltage switch has to be in the right state for the power to pass through all of them. So again, every voltage triggered inverted switch, if the button it is attached to is pressed, the lock won't open. For every voltage triggered switch, their button must be pressed for the lock to open. Let's take a look at that. Alright, so you press a voltage inverted switch, doesn't do anything. You press a voltage triggered switch. Now both the inverted switches are not pressed, so you've actually got a clean line for the power to go through. This is the only combination of buttons being pressed and not pressed that will make this actually passable. As you can see, every other combination does not work. No, 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 and no. Alright, so that is how you make a combination lock and know what the combination is. Now down here I've laid out the exact same combination lock, but throwing some walls in the way so you can actually see what it would be like to block things. So you see down here I've got the wire, and then I just use wired wooden walls where I need walls and wires simultaneously. Keep in mind the wired wooden walls transmit power in all 4 directions, so you can't necessarily put them super close together, otherwise you'll short out your circuit and have power going where you don't want it. So, you see right now I've got my safe down here and my powered trapdoor that I can't bypass. And only, if you remember, only if I press this button and only that button can I bypass it. Just that easy. You can throw dogs in the void space with your wires or build really long gaps, but that's a combination lock, and that's how you do it. Thank you for watching How to Castle Doctrine, Part 2.